guys have kind of maybe got a quarterback controversy kind of brewing, right? Like obviously Ryan Tannehill went down. Your number what 4 draft pick, right? Kind of shit to bed this season, and then Josh Dobbs kind of showed some spark late in the season. Do you think, for one, there would be a quarterback controversy going into 2023 NFL season? And if so, who do you think the starting quarterback will be for the Titans next year?
You know what? That's a very good question. Um, it depends on what they decide to do with Ryan Tannehill with his contract. Tannehill going down was just as big of an injury as if Derrick Henry went down. And obviously, we weren't able to recover from that. I think Ryan Tannehill, when he was in there, was pretty decent. He does have a cap hit. I believe he has a $36 million cap hit this upcoming season. If the Titans decide to cut him or trade him before June 1st, you're saving about $18.8 million against the cap. If you do after June 1st, I believe it's around $27 million. We still have to eat about $9 million of dead cap if we decide to get rid of Tannehill. Although I could see Tannehill being back. Malik Willis, our late 3rd round pick that we got in the trade. I think Malik was set up to fail. Because I don't think Mike Vrabel and Todd Downing were fully sold on him completely through the season, because the way I think they had him running the offense, it was extremely rudimentary. And I think they were trying to make him kind of run it close to what Tannehill was doing. And Tannehill and Willis are 2 different quarterbacks. They didn't really use his legs enough, and they didn't really get him out on the perimeter where he could be a little bit more dangerous. And they didn't really use a lot of run play option or read option with him and Derek, which I think could have been extremely dangerous if they had used that more. So I think they set him up to fail, but he also crapped himself in late games in the 4th quarter in late game situations. We saw that against Houston twice, and not against Houston twice. The second time we played Houston, and in the Sunday night game against Kansas City, when you had a chance to drive and get a tie and try to win that game. Josh Dobbs is a very interesting case. It's a very interesting prospect. I think Josh Dobbs should at least be brought back to compete for that backup role. I wouldn't just hand it to him. I think he has a chance to compete for that role. He did do some good things, because I noticed they did a lot more rollouts. They gave him a little bit more freedom to do some things. But one thing that Josh Dobbs needs to take care of, he didn't take care of the football very well. Yeah, Malik threw a pick. I think threw a pick here and there. But Josh Dobbs really had some ball security issues. And the last play that was pretty controversial, where it looked like he may have been throwing the ball forward, but it got knocked out, ruled a fumble. Jags returned it for a touchdown, ball game. So I could see 3 quarterbacks being there. I could see them going back to Tannehill as the guy, at least right now. Depending on who the new general manager is. I mean, with the Texans not having the number 1 pick, you could try to jump ahead of the Texans or jump ahead of the Colts and maybe go get Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. Probably got to give up a little bit, but you could go get one of those 2 guys. We're picking 11, so we're kind of within range. Or if not, see what's out there. I mean, I don't think there's really any quarterbacks out there that's better than Tannehill. Maybe Aaron Rodgers, possibly, or as some people would love, Tom Brady. I don't really know if that's going to help, especially with how bad our offensive line is. But if Tannehill is not back, I could see a little controversy. If Tannehill is back, there will be none. You go with Tannehill, because I think he at least gives you a chance to at least keep competing